Alright guys, so I wanted to make this video so everybody thinks I'm overreacting and nobody really knows the whole story. Now, everybody that's on Vader's side, you guys believe anything he says. He could tell you anything and you'll believe him. Because you don't know me and you don't know what has transpired between me and Vader. So I'm making this video to elaborate on all of that. And it goes kind of like way back in my younger days, and why I'm so affected to this Vader incident. So when I started streaming, you know, I started streaming somewhere around 6 months ago. Not like full. I started full time like a month ago. However, I did start like 6 months ago, and I got a copyright strike like almost right off the bat because I showed a piece of one of my anime shows in my stream. So they gave me it was like 110 days before I came back. It's like a 3-month ban, temporary ban. So during those 3 months, those 110 days, I streamed to Twitch, which didn't help me on YouTube at all. But I'm getting a little off track here, and I'm probably going to do that a lot. So I'm going to try to keep on track as well as possible. So, you know, one day I'm streaming, and Vader comes along, and he introduces himself as a salesman, and that he loves my videos, and you know, that he wanted to learn more about me, and he wanted to possibly start a partnership, is what he said. Well, I said, you know, cool, you know, like, everybody's my friend, you know, you want to be my friend, that's cool, I'm down. So, we started talking on, you know, on voice chat and everything, and he was at every single one of my streams, all day, every day, even my 24-hour streams, he was there, beginning to end. He studied everything that I did, all my techniques, well, in-game techniques and stuff. He already knows. He's a good, you know, I'm gonna give this much credit to him. He is a fantastic player. He knows what he's doing. He knows all of the tricks and everything, the ins and outs of the game. But he did not know anything about streaming. Now, I believe when we first met, he didn't even have like aspirations to actually do any YouTube streaming, but he was interested. So that's when he proposed partnership, but he didn't know what he was doing. He didn't know how. He didn't know how to do the YouTube thing. So little by little, day by day, I taught him, you know, the techniques of streaming. I taught him the tagging system, what tagging's for when you upload, you know, the programs that you use to do your editing, how to use the program and everything. I gave him a couple quick rundowns of how to, you know, do cutouts and what programs to use, this and that. And so my generous nature, I always want to help people out. That's how I've always been since day one gaming. You know, Metin 2, Wartune, Diablo 2, Diablo 3, all kinds of games. I always was the top player, and I always wanted to help people. I just feel like knowledge is such a horrible thing to waste. So I try to pass it on to as many people as I can. And me having this nature, if I didn't have this nature, I would have never met Vader to begin with, and none of this would have happened. So I explained to Vader that, yeah, that's cool, we can have a partnership, but for 15 years, I haven't trusted a single soul, because a little bit about my past, you know, since I was born, I was not wanted in this world. My mother basically threw me away, wanted to adopt me, or put me into adoption. But, you know, my grandparents said no, and they took me in. So, that's where I've been living since birth, and that's where I am now. And so, during my life, you know, growing up, everybody has screwed me over. Every single person, every best friend that I've had, they used me for rides just because I had a car. You know, I had a job, they didn't. They just wanted to hang out with me because I had money. Every single, and you know, like my friends, they weren't, you know, they were good-looking people. You know, I wasn't hanging out with, you know, very bad-looking people. And every girlfriend that I've had, in which I've treated like queens on a throne, literally, okay? They've all went and cheated, especially with my best friends. So usually, whoever my best friend was at the time of that era, and this happened probably about 6-7 times, whoever I was dating ended up screwing whoever my best friend was at that time. You know, I always like to have everybody that I love and all my friends together. I want to surround myself by people I love all the time. So, like, every time I'd hang out with my friend, I would have my girlfriend. Every time I'd be with my girlfriend, I would have my friend. So things would get, you know, whatever. And I would get screwed every time. All my friends have screwed me, taken advantage of me, lied, cheated, stolen. My family, you know, I had a bad rut for about 2 or 3 years, and I've changed my ways. I fell into a slight addiction for a couple of years, and that part of my life is over. It's in the past. It's buried. It's gone. I've been clean for many years now, and you know, my family, they treat me better back when I was an addict than they do now. It's so strange. Like, I'm trying everything in my power to be a good person, to be a good man, and you know, they keep digging it up. They keep digging my past up on a daily basis. Every day I have to wake up to ridicule, insult, and just things that I keep trying to bury. And you know, I have to deal with that on a daily basis. Not to mention just overall luck, bad luck. You know, do you ever have those days where you wake up out of bed and you smack your head off the bedpost? Then when, you know, after you do that, you get out of bed and you get this cramp in your back, and then as you like try to fix the cramp in your back, you step on a plug outlet, and then you fall, and then you hit your head again, and just a big chain of bad events, bad luck. That's my day. That's my day every day. That's my life. I wake up like nothing good happens to me. I don't know if there's some kind. I say this all the time. I don't know if there's a higher being. I don't believe in God. I'm atheist. I don't believe in any higher powers. But there has to be some type of higher power out there that wants to see me fail, wants to see me miserable. I can't remember the last time that I was literally happy and enjoyed my life and had a smile on my face, a legitimate smile. And every single day I deal with this, okay? And how I escape, my way of escaping, is gaming. It's gaming. It's coming on, streaming, meeting people that I haven't met before, making new friends, spreading my knowledge, helping them become better players, and even then I get screwed. I come to the game. I know this doesn't, it's not a big deal, but it's just the small things that add up over time. Like, per se, like, I'll work so hard to get 4 dogs, true friend, all perfect stats. Right now I have 25 damage, 20% bloodhound, like the rare item, and true friend, and yeah, everything is perfected. There's nothing, and I also have the lucky stat, the lucky skill, maximized. So right now I have 30% rare item find, and I farmed for 6 hours the other day. Nothing. I didn't get one single blueprint. Nothing. And then I'll take a whole inventory of C4 to the AI bases to blow up the walls, because you get 15% experience for blowing a wall with C4. But if you use a hatchet, each wall gives you only 1%. So I had 300 C4, and I brought a full inventory to the AI base. Accidentally died, and you get one chance to get your body. You die, you go back to town, you come back to location, get your body. But if you die a second time, you lose what was on your body. Well, I died one time, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, we just can't die again, right? I revived, I come back, my full inventory of C4 is gone. My body is nowhere to be found. I lost all my C4. And then, I go to do a raid. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll do a raid, And after I used all 300 C4, they changed the raids to where you need at least a minimum of 3 C4s per raid, or 2 C4s, maybe 1 if you're lucky. But now that I've used all my C4, I don't have C4s to raid, So I did 3 hard mode runs the other day, and I got 6. It took me, 6 days to get 6 C4s from the floppy disks, and that's a hard task, man. It's an ordeal to go through hard mode. I mean, it's not too hard, but it's tedious, and it's expensive on your resources. It really is. Even when you use the wall trick, you still are using quite a bit of resources. And so I go to a raid. The raid's bugged. I go in, I go through, everything. I take all 6 C4 because, you go in, you blow the walls down, and you see where everything's at, and then you reset data. Then you go back home, drop off what you don't need, and then come back. Well, what I did was I was going through the raid, checking things out and seeing what was in each chest, and I put my C4 in a chest along with 15 iron hatchets. I actually left the base, and I wanted to go back in and retrieve my stuff. And they would not let me back into the base. It kept loading to like 95%, 90%, and it would not let me in the base. And this has happened before on live stream too. So this is the 3rd time this has happened on video. I got this on video that I lost all my C4, plus the body, the full inventory that I lost. The 4th time that I've lost all my C4. So that's what I'm talking about, daily bad luck. I have all this bad luck in life. I used to be a sports champion. I used to be good at everything: soccer, wrestling, baseball, football. I did a little bit of hockey, weightlifting, 4-year letterman in 2 sports. Even off season, I still joined a recreational team. And I was in sports all year round for 16 years, and I was in such great shape. I was chiseled like a diamond, endurance like a madman. But nowadays, I have so many health problems. I can't work. I can't exert any energy at all, or some really bad things happen. I can't work, and I'm trying to talk to some doctors and look into disability Plus, you guys know the issue with my throat, which will one day kill me. I will die because of my throat cancer. So I don't know how much longer I've left to live anyway, you know. And so all this bad luck and all this thing that happened in real life, I come to a game to try to escape, and then all this bad luck happens, and then Vader comes along, and it kills everything. So I meet this guy, and I told you I teach him everything about everything, and we had a deal that I promote him, he promotes me. Okay, and at this time I had 450 subscriptions, and wow, that's some. So I had 450 subscriptions, and he has not even started yet, right? So every day, like maybe every 2 hours, on the hour, every single day, every stream for a little over a month, like 30, 40, around like 45 to 50 days, I promoted him every single day. And halfway through, I brought it to his attention, and I said, Vader, you know, it's been almost a month now, and what are you doing, bro? You keep saying every week. He's like, yeah, don't worry, I'm gonna start streaming. And you know, that week goes by, and then I'm like, Vader, you know, what's going on, man? Can you start streaming now so you can promote me? No, yeah, bro, trust me, I'm sorry, I'm taking so long, I'll get there, you know, I'll stream. Meanwhile, he's running test streams that look perfect. He ran streams, like I watched it, he was recording videos, they looked fine to me. You know, the stream, like he was fine. Why he did not stream, I think he was trying to build up as much promotion as he could before he actually started. I think he tried getting as much as he could before he left. So yeah, halfway through, I said, you know, you're not following your end of the deal. When are you going to do this? I think I want to end this contract that we have. And he says, no, bro. You know, just stick with me, man. You know, like I promise I'll stream. Don't worry about it, man. So, you know, after our little talk, I stuck with it. And I said, you know what, okay, I'll keep promoting you, and we'll see how it goes. Another week goes by. He's still not streaming. Meanwhile, he has some profiles. He has Facebook. He has places he can promote me, but yet he still hasn't. So, meanwhile, all 450 of my subs know about him, because even though that's not all 450 people sub to him, everybody knows about him, because even though I only have 5, 10, 15, sometimes even 20, sometimes I went up a couple times to 30 views at a time. People come and they go, come and go. So like, even though it says I have 350 views on a video, some of those people are probably the same people, but yeah, I mean, like 350 people that see my video know about Vader. They hear me promoting him. They know who he is. Even though they didn't sub, they know who he is. They'll eventually sub. So, why I took this deal to begin with was very stupid on my part, because I knew he didn't have any subscriptions. But he assured me that within a week he would be streaming and I would be promoted finally. Well, 40, 50 days go by and still nothing happened. So there's this troll that started messing with my streams and ruining my life. Literally ruining my life. This guy, you know, you can check out his profile, and he literally goes stream to stream, destroying people. True 100% troll. Like, that's all he is a troll. So he comes to my stream, spams them up, and blocking him, deleting him doesn't do anything because he has 1,000 accounts. He just keeps coming back. Well, one day he deletes everybody on my Discord. Well, not that yet, but he messed with my Facebook. He messed with my Discord. He messed with my YouTube, Omelette, Twitch. He visited all my social medias and destroyed it. Nobody wanted to come because of this guy that was ruining it. They didn't want to put up with this guy. So people stopped coming to my streams. And eventually it came to a point where I threatened him. I did. I admit it. I threatened him. I told the guy that I was going to kill him. I hope karma has gotten this guy already, because I haven't heard from him for a while now. I hope karma got to him. I reported every single one of his social medias, all of his comments and everything. I haven't heard from him, so I hope karma took care of it. But he was destroying my life, and I wished the worst upon his life. And, you know, me and Vader talked afterwards, and he didn't pay any mind. He's like, yeah, man, he was always on my side. Like, yeah, man, that goddamn troll, you know, like, when's he gonna stop? I hate this troll. Like, you know, he heard me say, I want to kill this troll, I'm gonna kill this troll. Yeah, he heard me say it. He never had any problems with it at all. But suddenly, 2 days later, after I gave him the final tutorial, the final last thing, it was tagging, I think it was. I believe it was tagging, the tagging system. But I'm not sure. As soon as I give him that lesson, poof, he's up and out. And not only, like, 3 days later, he starts streaming. Yeah, dude. So, like, this whole time, I'm like, Vader, please start streaming, promote me, have your side of the deal, do your side of the deal. The whole time he didn't. But suddenly, after I taught him the last thing he needed to know to stream, he picks this random thing. Oh, he brings this troll situation back up, which he had no cares about in the world to begin with about. Then suddenly he's like, oh, well, you know, that thing you said about that troll the other day, I don't like that, man, I'm leaving. He picks the most random, like, bro, you could have done a better job of lying. I know you're a salesman, and you are such a good liar. You're so good at it. I really did believe that you were my best friend. I did. You were so good at lying. But then the time came where I needed you the most, and you left and started streaming. So put all this together, man. Put all this together. You don't stream, the troll comes, you know, you have something to blame it on to leave, and then you start streaming and don't promote me. Even after you leave, you don't promote me. Even though we fought, you still could have been like, oh, well, you know, Hemo did his part. He got me subs. He helped me. At least I could do is, even though we're fighting, I could get him the recognition and keep my side of the bargain like a man. Okay? But he didn't. He didn't. And you know, I started from scratch. When I started streaming, I started with 0 subs. I started out making music, okay? I made beats, and I was pretty good at it. I was even just starting out. I was making full beats, like it was kind of decent for just the first day I got the software, I was making full songs. So, you know, I started getting my subs there. I started getting my subs on this game called Metin 2. And I got up to, I think, like 150 or 200. And then I started streaming Last Owner. And I gained subs very quickly. And this past month, I gained like over 300 subs. I made my Discord from scratch. All my social media profiles. To use these editing programs, to use you know, to cut out things and learn all the different tools, it is very time consuming and very tedious. And I learned all of it on my own, everything. I didn't ask anybody for help. I didn't look at any tutorials. I didn't have anything but myself, trial and error, doing it all on my own. I couldn't promote myself either. You can't go to LDOE Discord. You can't go to, what's that site called? Let me put it this way. I don't care what site it is. You can't go to any site and say, hey guys, I'm a streamer. Come check me out. They will kick you. They will ban you in a heartbeat. You're not allowed to do it. And you're not allowed to go to other people's streamers and say, hey, don't watch this streamer, watch me. Plus, not only that, but it's common sense ethics. It's the streamer code of honor not to do that to people. It's wrong, you know? So, I didn't do any of that stuff. Well, I did do it to Doomerous once because I don't like that guy at all. So I did do it once to Doomerous, just to actually piss him off. And it did work. He took notice, and it did work. He got so mad. But anyway, I did everything from scratch. Now, Vader, on the other hand, I handed over all of his knowledge that I had, which, it's my nature. I love to help people, yes. I'm not saying that he stole he stole my videos, but he did steal my style. Even though I showed him the programs, I showed him everything to do, he didn't have to jack the same font that I used, the same pictures I used in my thumbnail. He didn't have to do that. He could have made his own style with these programs, right? He didn't have to do that. I even noticed in his videos, he says the same things. Like, his bot says, smash that like button. I said that almost every other day. Smash that like button. Because it's catchy. It's catchy. I've even had a lot of people tell me, oh yeah, that's cool, man, you know, the way you say things. So, he starts doing it, right? Then, I start playing music in my streams. Then look what he's doing. He starts playing music in his streams. It's just, it's almost comical that he doesn't have his own style. He just blatantly takes everything I do, and he doesn't give me any credit in his videos. Like, yeah, this is Hemo's style, or I got this from Hemo, or I got this, you know, this idea from Hemo. He doesn't give me any credit for anything. He just does it, and then the people that come and watch his streams, they think it's his own. They think it's he got this stuff all on his own by himself. That's not true. I got him here. I birthed this guy. I made Vader. I made him. Okay? I got him to where he was. And all I want you to do, Vader, to end this whole situation, you keep denying everything that I'm saying. All I want you to do, Vader, is announce on your Discord, announce in your live streams that we had a deal, we had an arrangement, and you did not keep your end of the deal. I promoted you. I got you where you are today. I got you help. I got you subs.
and you didn't promote me even once. I want you to admit this, and then I'll drop this whole thing. If you can do that, I will consider maybe even collaborating back with you again. I just want you to admit that you were in the wrong, that what you did to me was wrong. I sat there and poured my heart out to you, dude, telling you, everybody that screwed me over in my life, that, bro, please don't do it to me. You know, I just want one person in my life that doesn't screw me over, just once. And you said, nah, bro, don't worry, I'm not going to leave. I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to, take your knowledge and run with it. What did you do? You did it. You did exactly what you promised me that you wouldn't do. I told you you were my best friend. I told you how bad I was screwed over in my life, that I don't trust anybody. 15 years. I went without trusting anybody, and I said, bro, I'm finally going to trust you. Don't screw me over. Don't do it, please. And look what happened. You did it. And, you know, I am kind of mentally messed up already from the start, from all the stuff that's happened to me growing up, to a point where I don't want to be here anymore. You know, I don't want to say I'm 100% full-blown suicidal, but I don't want to be here. I would rather not deal with the horrible people on this earth. 70-80% of this world is composed of destructive, angry, insulting, just nasty, destructive people. And trolls, you know? Maybe I'm not cut out for YouTube. Maybe I can't handle these bad people. So, Vader, all I want you to do, man, is to come out. Stop lying to your viewers. Please, stop lying to them. Stop telling them that, you know, I didn't do anything for you. I didn't help you. And that I'm just salty because you're getting more viewers than me. You know, it just makes me angry that I gave you all this recognition, and I'll stream, and I look over, you're streaming too, and then I see Mystic, I see Just Communications, I see First Law, upon so many other people that are my viewers that I gave to you. I told my people about you. That's why they're there to begin with. They would have never heard about you, dude. If, first of all, you would not be streaming right now. You wouldn't be YouTubing. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't be going live at all. You know, you're here because of me. And when I see I'm streaming and I have 2 people watching me, which is an insult, and I look over and you have 11, and you have 8 of those people are my viewers, do you know how that makes me feel? Having to work so hard to get where I was, and then just have me give it all to you. I made my Discord, I made all my stuff. Your Discord was given to you. Shandon made it. Some guy named Henry claims that he made it for you, which I think is another troll because he's begging me to give him mod control so he can fix my Discord up. And he claims that he made your Discord, that he makes Discords for a living and makes bots and this and that. Well, I just found out today that Shandon actually made your Discord. So this Henry guy, I think, is another troll who's trying to get promoted to delete my Discord. That happened to me the first time, which I thought was you. Some troll came in, disguised himself as one of my mods. It says, "Hey, I got a new account. You got to get rid of my old one and just mod this one instead." I said, "Okay, I'll take care of it." I do it, and 10 minutes later, he's like, "Good job, you just modded a troll. You just lost everybody on your Discord." And I looked, and I had 0 people on my Discord. Everything was gone. I thought it was you. So, I started from scratch twice. And you just got everything given to you. And how you can start streaming and suddenly, immediately getting 11 to 20 viewers at a time with the same amount as overall views that I'm getting really pisses me off, because you haven't promoted me once. You haven't said my name to anybody. Not one person has come to me since the day I met you and said, "Vader told me about you. I'm here because of Vader." It's messed up, bro. It's really messed up. And if you can man up, okay, look at me square in the eyes, man up, and say, "Hemo, you're right. I was wrong. I wronged you. We had a deal. I didn't promote you. You promoted me. I was wrong, and I'm sorry. And the reason why I'm so successful today is because of you." I will drop this all. I will drop everything. All you gotta do is admit it. Can you do that? You just don't understand how this all makes me feel. Especially how bad I was treated by my friends and everything, especially by my family right now, to this day. All the way up to this day, I just get treated like shit and taken advantage by everybody. So you gotta understand how this makes me feel. I'm not gonna let this go until you admit what you did to me.